Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Game 1 of the 2024 International Blind Ice Hockey Series. We are going to be getting started here in just a couple of minutes as players are starting to come out onto the ice. We will have some player introductions, followed by the national anthems, and then we will have puck drop, and we will get going. Good evening again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Game 1 of the 2024 International Blind Ice Hockey Series. Players are on the ice right now for their warm-up, and then we're going to get going with player introductions, followed by the national anthems, and then a ceremonial puck drop.
Pardon?
My name is Essling. I'm the general manager of the United States Blind Hockey Team. I'll be taking you from puck drop to final whistle with play-by-play. And alongside me is Matt Morrow, the executive director of Canadian Blind Hockey. Matt, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing excellent, Ian. Thanks for having me on the broadcast.
It's a pleasure. We teamed up in Fort Wayne as well, and that broadcast went pretty well, so we're ready for another one today. So the fans haven't run us out of town yet for our broadcast and commentary, so I think we're set.
Well, you know, it's a little early in the weekend to make a claim like that. Let's not jinx it, Ian.
That's very fair.
Both teams look ready to go here. Warm up.
Fantastic. Well, I'm going to head down to ice level to do player introductions, so I will leave you in the hands of Matt to give everybody a quick refresher on the rules of blind hockey.
Awesome. Thanks, Ian. So, for viewers who are new to the parasport of blind hockey, it is the exact same as traditional ice hockey with a few modifications. The biggest difference, of course, is that all of the players must be legally blind. So in the International Blind Ice Hockey Series, we use the IBSA classification code, which is the same code that's used in the Paralympics. There are three classifications for blindness. You have a B3 athlete with approximately 10% vision or less, a B2 athlete with approximately 5% vision or less, and a B1 athlete that is completely blind. In blind hockey, B3 athletes wear black helmets and count for 3 points. B2 athletes wear white helmets and count for 2 points. And B1 skaters would wear a red helmet, counting for 1 point. And by rule, all goaltenders must be classified as a B1, completely blind. Teams are only allowed to have 14 points on the ice at any given time. This ensures that the team that has the best performance and most skill wins, versus simply having a team that has more vision than the other team. In addition to the point system, the other largest adaptation is the puck. The puck is larger than a traditional puck, measuring 5.5 inches by 1 3/4 inch, and it's made out of a thin metal steel. It's hollow in construction and contains 8 ball bearings so that the players can hear it. Our biggest rule adaptation is our pass rule. After the attacking team crosses the blue line and gains possession of the puck in the zone, they must complete one pass before they are eligible to score. So that pass has to be teammate to teammate with no defender touching it. What this does is it gives the low vision players and the players with no vision at all, the goalies, the best chance possible to track the puck and know that a shot will be coming. The referee will signal that this pass has been completed and the teams are now eligible to score by blowing a distinct high-pitched whistle. Other minor adaptations are nets. Our nets are 1 foot shorter than a traditional hockey net, which is usually 4 feet tall. Our nets are only 3 feet tall. This is due to the fact that the puck does not make much noise when it is in the air, and the goaltenders, as mentioned, are completely blind. Evens the playing field a little bit, as we would say. The final major adaptation in the rules is regarding the crease and the goaltender. So because the goalies are completely blind and the puck does not make any noise when it is completely still, the goalie does not have to cover the puck to freeze the puck. Once the goalie's made the save, as long as they've controlled it so that the puck remains in the blue paint of the crease, the play is whistled dead immediately. And finally, for safety, no players of either team are allowed in either goal crease. So if an attacking forward is in a goaltender's crease, that would be a crease violation. The face-off would come outside. If a defender is in the crease, then the face-off, then the referee would treat it as a delayed situation that give the defender a chance to leave the crease. If the defender makes contact with the puck that results in costing the other team a scoring chance, it would be a 2-minute penalty for a defensive crease violation. And if a attacking player enters the crease and makes contact with the goalie with any part of their body, it is automatically a goaltender interference penalty. And again, those are safety-related rules due to the goaltenders being completely blind. Other than that, it is the same great game of ice hockey that we all know and love. Played 5-on-5, played all across Canada, all across the United States. And here this weekend is being played at the very highest level with the Canada versus USA International Blind Ice Hockey Series. This is the 5th time these two teams have faced off, beginning in Pittsburgh in 2018. And as this sport continues to grow, not only across North America, but around the globe, we're hopeful that within a couple years that it's not just going to be a 2-team series and we'll be able to upgrade to a 4 Nations Cup. After that, a World Championship, and hopefully pave ourselves a pathway to be included eventually in the Winter Paralympic Games. Warm-up is just about over. And we're going to turn it over to Ian, who is drawing double duty as the in-house PA announcer. And with that, I think we are just about set to get underway. What an incredible version of both the Canadian and U.S. national anthems. Being rejoined in the booth here by my colleague Ian. Ian, I'm surprised with all the duties you're pulling this weekend that you didn't sing the anthems for us too.
You know, they actually pay me not to sing the anthem. That's in everybody's best interest. We'll stick to the play-by-play and we'll call it a day there.
All right.
So
We've got the two captains at center ice getting ready for the ceremonial opening puck drop.
And we are closing in on game time.
Who do we have on deck here, Ian, to drop the ceremonial puck?
I believe it's some members of the Dog Nation St. Louis chapter, which has been helping us out. So we really appreciate everything that they do for hockey, blind hockey, and our team. So they're out there to get this puck drop.
All right. Generally lining up in front of the cameraman is the better way to do it than getting a photo of their backs.
You know, there's different schools of thought, but you know.
Dog Nation, though, big supporters of blind hockey, and grateful to have their support as the parasport continues to grow on both sides of the border. U.S. captain Tim Kane, the home captain, of course, winning that ceremonial opening draw. Handshakes all around, and I'm sure that they're going to do it for real this time. A great crowd of family and friends, supporters from both countries. I think at least 100 spectators here in the building. The ceremonies are over, and this is what the players came for. They're waiting for the puck to drop for real, and we're going to see some of the fastest, best blind hockey that we've ever witnessed. Every time these teams go at it, they take the sport to another level.
Yeah, we're super excited to see what we've got going on here today with a bunch of new players I know on Team Canada. U.S. has got some new players in the lineup, so...
Yeah, I believe there are 8 rookies making their national team debut this weekend, 2 on Team USA and 6 on Team Canada. So lots of turnover since the last time these two teams played last March in Toronto. And a bit of a youth movement, too, with both teams having a 15-year-old on their roster, with Easton Kitto and Dante Giamarioli, and both are actually out there right now for this opening face-off.
There you go.
Look like Canada's line is going to be Jason Yuha centering Mark Damanis and the aforementioned Dante Giamarioli, where the U.S. line is going to be Easton Kitto with Blake Steinica and number 18... Maxwell Scheer.
So that puck immediately goes to Canada, back down in their zone. Now they're going to kick it up the ice. Puck is down into the U.S. zone. It's goalie right. Picked up there behind the net by Miller. Miller will ring it back around goalie right, trying to get it out. Hache will stop it there at the blue line. Makes that pass now to Yuha. Yuha hassled there in the corner. Still fighting with a couple of U.S. players. So that's Stenica, and he will clear that puck out. Puck is now across center ice. Picked up there by Giamarioli. Now sent over across into the neutral zone. Again, Canada will have it down into the U.S. zone. That's Yuha pushing it forward for O'Callaghan. O'Callaghan circles behind the net. He's now goalie right, still circling. Face-off dot, sends it up to the blue line. They've made the pass. Shea shoots a puck way up in the air. Blocked right at the point of attack. Picked up there by Kane now, and he will clear it out for the U.S. Puck is now back crossing center ice, back into Canadian territory. Picked up by Canada. Full change there for the U.S. They've got some fresh legs on the ice. Canada moves that puck up into the U.S. zone. That's Raymond dropping it for DeMontes. He takes a big shot, but blocked by Charlie Mitchell. So Canada still has the whistle, still in their zone. Now it's DeMontes hassled in the corner there by Schramm. Schramm will get possession for the U.S. Now we'll bring it around behind the net. Stop, starts, turns around. Now he's back on goalie right. Sends it up the ice to Kalyan. Kalyan across. Now his pocket's picked there by Richard, I believe. Now Dirk Morgan, center of the ice, will get a stick back on it, but now Eder will send it back down into the U.S. zone. That puck will rattle around down to goalie left, sitting along there on the wall. Canadian player picks it up, sends it up to Lindbergh at the blue line. He's got the whistle. Now he will drop that puck off to Raymond. Raymond again looking for an angle. Doesn't have it there, but the puck goes right off either the side of the net or right next to the net. Rings around to goalie right, but U.S. will take possession there. That is Schramm. Schramm will slowly glide back behind the net, looking for some options. Now he turns around, still surveying his options. Ooh, that puck actually ends up right on goal. Another shot on goal. Save. It's dead in the blue paint, and we'll have a whistle.
Two nice big saves there by Goist.
Yeah,
lots of possession in these first 2 minutes for Canada, but Team USA with several shot blocks and Goist with 2 big stops when they needed them in the clutch.
Yeah, that was a surprise one for him right there because that puck got stolen right in front of the net. But he did a good job.
The Serbu line will come out for Canada now. Let's see what the captain's able to do.
Picked up now by the U.S., but now turned over to O'Callaghan. He sends that around behind the net, but again, Kane will have it there. He will blast that puck up along the boards. Grabbed there by Joy, who's wearing number 11. They have the whistle, but Miller stops that puck right in front of the net and clears it out to center ice. Picked up here by Canada in their own zone. That's Kitto on O'Callaghan. And Kitto stays with him behind Canada's net. O'Callaghan still with possession. Now O'Callaghan coming up the ice with a head of steam. He's crossing center ice, crossing the blue line, looking to make a pass. Kane is in between him. And I think that's a goal. So O'Callaghan dropped that puck to Lindbergh, and Lindbergh put it in. Kane was trying to get in between the two of them, but just wasn't able to get enough on that stick, I think, to block that shot. So O'Callaghan to Lindbergh on the goal.
That was Captain Canada coming through in the clutch. I mean, you saw the smooth skating defenseman Liam O'Callaghan took it right through all 5 blue sweaters and put it on a tee for 22 Serbu, who picks up his first of the weekend.
Oh, that's Serbu, not Lindbergh. Okay, 27-22. I'm still getting it. I'm still in preseason mode. Puck now picked up by Canada. They win the face-off, pushed down into the U.S. zone, but picked up there by Miller for the U.S. Now Stenica will have it along the wall. He will battle with a couple Canadians, but Canada probably will get the possession there. They do. That's DeMontis. Rings it around behind the net. DeMontis goes down for a second. Now he's back up. Canada with the whistle. Dropping it for Lindbergh. It is Lindbergh this time. Lindbergh takes a big shot on goal, but it goes wide to the goalie right. Now it's behind the net. Now it's to goalie left. Back up along the boards. We'll see if it gets out. It does not. Looks like Lindbergh will keep it in. Brings it back down. Still goalie left. Kane will shoot it out, and he does clear that puck out. Back across center ice. That puck is going to be picked up there by Hachey, who will blast it back into the U.S. zone. Schramm will pick it up in front of the U.S. net. Hassled there by DeMontis. Now he turns that puck to Mitchell. Mitchell will then move it, but he will battle along there with Giamonaroli, who I might just call Dante for the rest of the game. Picked up there by DeMontis. Now drops it over. Big shot, big block by Schramm right in front of the net. And the whistle was blown as that puck was dead in the blue paint. Stop my time there. Big block by Schramm right in front of the net, and then that rebound kind of dropped just dead in the blue paint. Referee blew the whistle, so that shot afterward did not count.
That's that adapted crease rule that we discussed in the pregame. Once the goaltender's made the save, he's done his job, and he's not required to cover the puck to freeze it. So excellent call by the officiating crew. This is one of our more experienced blind hockey crews with referees from both sides of the border as the puck gets dropped back in play.
Face-off there won by the U.S. That's Dirk Morgan. He battles along the boards with Bullock, both number 8s there, but Bullock will come away with that puck. Now sent along to Eder. Eder will kick it back into the U.S. zone. Schramm will pursue it, battling there with Richard. Now Richard will send it up to O'Callaghan. He's got the whistle. O'Callaghan looking for a lane. He shoots it on net. Ooh, big save by Doug right off the pads. Another big save by Doug. 2 big saves. And the puck will be dead in the blue paint. Tremendous series there by Goist, who is down a little bit here. We'll see if he's all right. A couple of big shots that went right off of his pads. And maybe his chest protector, too. I didn't see that second one, if it hit his pad or the chest protector. But either way, it's a big save.
Yeah, big Doug Goist earning his paycheck here early. 5 or 6 10-bell saves here in the first portion of the first period of this series as the puck's dropped back into play.
Face-off won by Canada. That's O'Callaghan over to Bullock. Bullock, big shot from the point, blocked in front of the net by the U.S. That was Miller again. Now O'Callaghan has the puck again. He circles to goalie left, goalie right. Big shot! Again blocked and again saved. So,
we got a player hurt. We got a U.S. player there calling for the trainer. That was a big block with a hard shot.
That is Luke Miller, who's down in front of the net. He made 2 big blocks on 2 consecutive series here, so we'll hope that he's okay.
I imagine it's a sore foot or lower leg area, as I believe that is where the puck was blocked. You never like to see players down on the ice, but unfortunately that is part of sports and part of hockey. And he was courageous staying in the shooting lane there, but it probably got him to just a bad spot where didn't necessarily have the full equipment that he needed. And hopefully he'll be back up quickly. And this will be a relatively short delay, and he'll be fine to continue. It's currently 10:38 left in the first period. The score is Canada 1, USA 0. Doug Goist has really been the story for USA, and Luke Miller he's up and he's skating off under his own power. That's exactly what we hope to see.
Yep, great to see for sure.
Hopefully he'll be able to shake it off and continue in this game and this tournament. All right, so the puck will be dropped back into the U.S. zone. It looks like Coach Cairns has sent out the Thomas Raymond line with rookie Conrad Eder and Simon Richard. And the U.S. line will be the Anthony Ashbaugh line.
So that puck now comes back to the blue line. That's O'Callaghan. He's got the whistle again. Sends the puck again over across the blue line to Bullock. Bullock now sends it down. It's now goalie right. Big block there, and again, this puck is still rattling around behind the net. A couple of players battling for it along the wall. That's Mitchell, and now Morgan will come away with it. I'm sorry, that's Schneider comes away with it for the U.S. Now Callahan again, right in front of the net, takes a big shot, and that one is in. It went in goalie right over his shoulder, I think.
What a goal by Liam O'Callaghan. He showed patience, took his time, went around the defender, made no mistake from the top of the circle. That was just a laser beam of a snapshot over Doug's right shoulder, back bar. Really no chance for the goaltender on that perfectly placed shot.
Yeah, that was a sniper shot if I've ever seen one. Not much Doug could do on that. So face off at center ice, 10:08 to go in the period. U.S. wins that. That is Shear. Now Shear will go down after a quick collision there. He's back up, but Canada has it. They will send that puck, but now the puck is hit by Kane back into the Canada zone. Lindbergh will pick it up there. He'll send that puck up to 51, who is, I have this. That's Heaslip. Now they're down into the U.S. zone. They have the whistle. Puck is now behind the net. A couple of players go down. Kane is battling for it there, as is Fields. Now Mizuraka has it for Canada. He will shoot that puck over to goalie left. Canada still with possession. They will circle. That's Serbu takes a shot, but it goes wide right. Picked up again by Canada. They'll battle for it, but now that is Stenica. Now Stenica and Kitto get away with that puck. They're going to come down into the Canada zone. Kitto looking for a teammate, not finding one there. Made a pass that bounced off a Canadian skate, and now there's going to be 2-on-1 coming the other way until there's some U.S. support. Ooh, good stick there by Shear. Now Schramm going the other way. Schramm's got Stenica with him. There's no Canadian defender here. Big shot by Stenica. U.S. does have the whistle, though. They're still down in the Canadian zone. That's Schramm. Schramm sends it over to Stenica. Ooh, just misses his stick. Now Kitto will pick it up. Kitto for the U.S. Circling, shooting, bounces off a Canadian player's skates. Kitto still with the stick, with the puck right in front of the net. Now again, that is Shear with the puck behind the Canadian net. And we're going to have a whistle here.
We've got a crease violation. I think referee Sean Garrett is giving Tristan Lindbergh 2 minutes for a defensive crease violation. So again, we spoke about this in the pregame warm-up. It was the referee's judgment that Lindbergh was in the blue paint when he dropped to his knee to block that shot attempt. So that is the correct call in blind hockey. You are not allowed to be in the goaltender's blue paint. And as a result, Team USA is going to have the first opportunity to go on the power play. And as you'd expect, Captain Tim Kane's line coming out here for this first USA power play as the puck gets dropped in the Canadian end.
Great pickup there on that play, Matt. Faceoff will be picked up there by the U.S. They will win the faceoff, but the puck does go back down into the U.S. zone. That's going to be Juha versus Kane. Kane will drop it over to Schramm. Schramm will move up the ice. He's going to cross the blue line, now crossing center ice. Schramm's got a couple of players to his right, including Miller, who is back on the ice. Great to see that. Miller picks up the puck. He's in his own zone, battling with Juha. Now Miller over to Kane. Miller goes down. Now he's back up. Kane to Schramm at center ice, but he's going to be hassled there by DeMontis. Drops it over to Shear. Now to Kane. Kane battling there, and he will lose possession of the puck. Canada might have a 2-on-1 going the other way here on Miller. That's O'Callahan. Gets it over. Big save by Doug! Big save by Doug Goist. So they had a 2-on-1 against Miller, and O'Callahan pushed it over to, I didn't see who the second player was, but they got the whistle, had a quick shot on Doug Goist, but he did save it.
And the referee is awarding a offensive crease violation this time, so the resulting face-off is coming out, and even though Goist made such an incredible save, had that shot scored, it would not have counted, as the referee judged the player had entered the crease before he shot the puck.
So that face-off will go to the U.S. again. Now it's Adam Young at center ice, but his pocket is picked by Raymond. Now that puck is still at center ice, battling for it along the boards, but it's going to go down into the U.S. zone, and that is now Mitchell picking it up. Mitchell circles. He's at the face-off dot. He's got some support with him. He sends it up the ice for Kitto. The puck goes a little bit beyond Kitto's stick. Now the U.S. will still have it down into the Canadian zone. Trying to keep it in the zone, but it will pop back out. Now two Canadian players are there against Kalyan. That is Raymond dropping it for Simone Richard, who goes down after contact with Kalyan. U.S. will pick it up again. They'll send that puck up, but that puck goes right under Kitto's stick. Still battling for it at center ice, and now back down into the U.S. zone. Big play there by Raymond. Ooh, the puck just goes high, right over Doug Goist's head. Canada still with the whistle. That puck is now goalie left. Picked up there by, I believe, Richard still. Yes, it is. Now Kitto will take possession for the U.S. He'll circle behind the net and bringing that puck back up, trying to get it out of the zone. He'll pause, let the reinforcements regroup here. And now the U.S. will move up the ice. Couple of changes for the U.S. coming. Only Schneider and Kitto on the offense right now. Kitto sends it back to center ice. That's going to be Miller picking it up there. Miller now into the Canada zone, looking for a teammate with him. He's got Kitto behind him, Morgan to his left.
Penalties expired. Penalized player Lindbergh back on the ice. 5-on-5 even strength as Canada controls on its own end.
Canada now will lose that puck. Yes, they will, and then they'll get it back. So that's Juha now at center ice, circling with the puck. Juha will drop that puck again at center ice for Bullock. Canada will circle. U.S. makes a change here. Canada now coming out into the U.S. zone. That's Bullock. He's looking for Juha in front of the net. He found Mizuraka right in front of the net, but he just couldn't pull the trigger on a point-blank shot. Ooh, that puck goes off Goist. Big shot from the point, or from the face-off dot, I should say. Now Mizuraka still has it, still circling. 4 U.S. sweaters in between, and that puck gets through, but Doug Goist saves it. U.S. will now try to clear it out, and they do. That was Dirk Morgan getting that puck out of the zone. Canada will have to reset and regroup here. They do. Lindbergh will drop it to Juha. Big pass there. Ooh, collision as Belding and Mizuraka get together. Mizuraka gets the worst of that. He goes down. Canada still has the whistle. Shot is still legal. That's Juha circling. He's at the left face-off dot. Shoots it over, but it goes right off of Belding's skate. He tries to clear it, not able to. Now dropped to Lindbergh. He's at the point. Lindbergh sends it over to the far side of the ice. Big shot gets almost all the way through, but goes right off of, I think, Miller's skate again, perhaps. And now that puck is going to be still in the zone for Canada. Juha will pick it up. Far side goalie right at the blue line. Juha will still keep that puck in, trying to battle there with Kane. And now Kane will go down, and the puck is going to get out. So U.S. will have a bit of a reset here. Chance to make some changes, but Canada will now have 2 players. That's Mizuraka and DeMontis in the zone. Mizuraka, they've got the whistle. Mizuraka looking to take a shot. Not a lot of power on that. It skates right past Goist. Picked up there by DeMontis in the corner. That's goalie left. DeMontis down in front of the net. Big shot off a U.S. defender's skate. That's Kalyan, and now cleared back out by Shear. Shear and Stenica battling for it with one Canadian player here. That's Joy. Shear and Stenica bring that puck down into the Canada zone, but now Canada gets possession. That's O'Callahan. O'Callahan comes up into the U.S. zone looking for a teammate with him. He's got Dante Giamaroli, but that whistle is sounding, but they did not have a good shot right there. Puck is now goalie left. Battling for it in the corner are 4 players, 2 Canadian sweaters and 2 U.S. Now the puck back around to goalie right, picked up there by Schramm for the U.S. Schramm now battling 2 Canadian players there himself. He's held in the corner there by Dante Giamaroli again. Again, 4 players battling, this time in the goalie right corner. Still battling for it there. U.S. will come away with that puck. They will try to get it out, but have not succeeded. So now picked up there again by Canada. That's O'Callaghan. Big shot on goal and big save by Goist. And another save at point-blank range. I think it's very fair to say right now, Matt, that Doug Goist is a U.S. MVP through this first period.
I think absolutely the story of the game thus far has very much been Doug the Brick Wall Goist. Just a huge goalie taking up that net and tracking the puck well. He's probably had about 10 goal-saving stops as the puck's dropped back into the corner.
Canada will have the puck now. They are goalie right behind the net, but now Miller will pick it up for the U.S. He will send it along the boards to the right. Morgan will pick it up there for the U.S. Clears it back out. That puck will ring all the way down into the Canadian zone. Will it go far enough for icing? And it does. The very rare blind hockey puck icing.
Yeah, I mean, icing does happen. I think another adaptation in blind hockey is, of course, we've stuck with the no-touch icing rather than the hybrid icing, which has been adopted at most other levels. And that's simply a player safety issue, not wanting to have players in that race for the puck. Certainly with the fresh ice of the first period, or if there's been a scrape, you can have an icing late in the third. Not very common with that big blind hockey puck, as Lindbergh has the puck.
Lindbergh, big shot from the point, and that is saved by Goist again. Now Lindbergh still has it, shooting again, blocked by two U.S. players in front of the net. Still kept in the zone by Canada, that's Bullock. He shoots another one that goes off the net. Off the side of the net, big shot, point-blank range, blocked by another U.S. player. They're playing very good defense in front of that net right now. Canada pouring the shots in. They're either getting blocked or saved by Goist, and that puck is going to be cleared back out by the U.S. Another good defensive play by them. The puck's going to roll on edge all the way down to the Canadian goalie. Obviously not a goal.
No, that is effectively an icing in blind hockey. As you know, in order to be eligible to score, a team must complete one pass in the offensive zone. So if you take a shot on net from outside the blue line, we treat it just like any other icing. Or in this case, I think they've treated it as a shot on goal with no pass, and the resulting faceoffs come outside as Canada wins the draw, and Dante Giamarioli is on his way into the U.S. zone.
That puck is now turned over at center ice. Puck goes way up in the air, but dropped there and then picked up by Adam Young. He tries to clear it toward the Canada zone, not able to get much steam on that puck. Again, Canada will send it down into the U.S. zone. That puck rings around behind the net, goalie right. Now, Schramm will ring it around to goalie left. Picked up there by Joy at the blue line. We'll have a whistle here as Adam Young was down.
Dante Giamarioli getting 2 minutes for interference.
That'll do it.
USA getting its second attempt on the power play. They're 0 for 1 so far. Canada did have probably the best chance with their short-handed rush. Let's see if the Tim Kane line and the PP1 unit can get it done in their second crack at it. Puck will be dropped in the Canadian zone. Penalty killers, Juha, Demanis, Hache, power play, Steinica, Miller, Tim Kane at the point as Canada clears the zone.
So picked up there at center ice by Juha. He's down into the U.S. zone, but no reinforcements with him. That's O'Callaghan now behind him, but Juha wasting a lot of time here. Now drops it for O'Callaghan. They're going to have the pass whistle here. So again, Canada with a no goal, we're saying. No goal.
Another big save by Goist.
Yep.
That was a point-blank chance for Jason Juha. Doesn't miss too many of those. Just robbery by Goist.
So face-off will be in the U.S. zone. We've got 2 minutes and 14 seconds to go in the period. We'll finish this power play with about 39 seconds to go in the period, if my math is right. U.S. ready to take the face-off here in their own zone. Last-minute substitution as Schramm comes on for Kalyan. Face-off now will go to Canada in the U.S. zone. They're sent to Liam O'Callaghan. That puck is blocked by Schramm right in front of the net. He's hurting, but he did save that shot on goal. Now sent up to O'Callaghan again. He sends it over. Big shot. Oh, another big save by Goist. They made two passes on that one and tried to sneak it in on goal on Goist's left, but weren't able to do so. Miller will now come up the ice. He's got Steinica. Big shot and a goal for the U.S.
Wow, you can hear the home crowd was waiting to erupt for that one. Blake Steinica, the California kid, with the absolute rocket of a shot under the bar down. Nothing Canadian goaltender Oliver Pye could do there. You saw Canada just put on way too much pressure shorthanded. They had that beautiful tic-tac-toe, but they were thinking offense the entire way, and it ended up biting them as USA converts on its second power play to cut the lead in half. It is now Canada 2, USA 1, with less than 2 to go in the first period.
And give a big assist to Luke Miller on that, too, as he fought through 2 Canadian defenders coming into that zone to get that puck over to Steinica. U.S. now will have the puck down into the Canada zone once again. That's going to be picked up there by Bullock. He's hassled by Kalyan. Kalyan will keep him in the corner there. Now Kitto is there as well, but Canada will get that puck back up and up. Not out yet. U.S. is still there. That's Belding. Belding keeps that puck in. Bullock will pick it up for Canada again. They will ring it around behind Canada's net. Now sent up to Mizuraka at the blue line. He fights with Mitchell. Mitchell, though, will send the puck again back into the Canada zone. That's going to be Lindberg. Lindberg has it, surveying the scene. Sends that puck along the boards, but intercepted there by Kitto. Kitto now sends it into the Canadian zone, but immediately grabbed again by Lindberg. Lindberg sends it across the ice, I believe, to Bullock again. Now over to Mizuraka at center ice. Now to Serbu. Serbu sends it to Mizuraka. Mizuraka. Oh, point-blank shot again on Goist. And he got the first one, but didn't get the second. So that goal is scored, and quickly Canada will have the 2-goal lead back again.
Serbu did a great job there of making sure he stayed outside of the blue paint. And then the referees had an excellent non-call when the U.S. player pushed him in, but he had gotten well out of that blue paint before Mizuraka put that one in. Goist can't stave them all at this point, and it is 3-1 Canada.
.49 seconds to go as the faceoff comes to center ice. Goes to the U.S., that is Kane. He sends it up the boards, and Shear will ring it around all the way to goalie left in the Canada zone. Picked up there by Canada. Kane will try to keep it in, but that puck bounces over his stick. Now a couple of Canadian players will be down here. That's Eder. He goes down, though. That puck is now going to be cleared back out. Another 2 players go down. That's Steinica and Richard. They're both back up. Puck is now right in front of the U.S. bench there. That's Hache. Kicks it down into the U.S. zone. Going to be picked up behind the U.S. net. 23 seconds to go. That's Miller now looking for one more big rush up the ice. Miller moving up the ice, crossing center ice, rings that puck down into the Canada zone. It's going to go right to goalie right into that corner. Picked up there by Canada, who sends that puck sky high at center ice. 8 seconds to go in the period. Now Eder will battle there for it with Mitchell. Eder looking for a teammate. He's got O'Callaghan. Big shot! Well, I think that
is the definition of a buzzer beater.
Oh, my goodness.
O'Callaghan scoring as the clock expires. The puck was definitely in the net before it expired. I think they're going to have to put 1 second back on the clock here.
And for those watching on the stream, my clock was a little bit off the clock in the arena, so that did go in before the buzzer sounded here.
Bringing the score up to 4-1 Canada. O'Callaghan with an absolute laser beam to close out what was a very entertaining first frame. We had a couple of power plays, 5 goals. This is the quality of blind hockey that you get when you have the best players from both countries. I think we have a little confusion here over if they're putting a second back on the clock or not, or whether they're just going to the room.
I'm going to guess we're going to the locker rooms here.
A little strange. I believe if the goal counts, they need to put a second back on the clock and should do a face-off. But then again, at the same time, with 1 second on the clock, I mean, nothing's going to happen anyways. So,
yeah, particularly in blind hockey, you're right, because it makes the pass first, and that'd be asking a lot to
well, even in sighted hockey, I don't believe you can get the puck from center ice into a net in under a second after the buzzer beater. This has been an incredible display of blind hockey. They're going to come out and clean the ice. We're going to take a brief intermission, and we'll come back with the first period scoring summary in approximately 12 to 15 minutes.
While we are off the air for a couple minutes here, we'll have some thank yous coming up on the screen, and Just for those who joined late, we'll also put the rosters up there as well for everybody following along at home. So stay tuned for that during the intermission here, and we will be back shortly. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back into beautiful Centene Community Ice Center as we get set for the second period of Game 1 of the 2024 International Blind Ice Hockey Series. After the first period, Canada leads this game 4-1, although U.S. did have their opportunities. So, Matt, give me one key to the game for each team going into the second period. What can they do to improve on what they're doing so far?
Well, I think for Canada, they need to really pick their spots on their shots. I think, Doug Goist has been incredible, but I think they've had success when they've been going for the corners, and they probably need to do a little bit more of that to raise their shooting average. And for Team USA, I think it really starts with the breakout. They're spending far too much time in their own zone. So if they're able to figure out a way to break out more efficiently against the very aggressive forechecking Team Canada, they'll be able to spend some more time in the Team Canada end. As Ian mentioned, the first period finishes with a score of 4-1. The Canadian goals were scored by number 22, Kelly Serbu, assisted by number 6, Liam O'Callaghan. Second goal was scored by number 6, Liam O'Callaghan, assisted by number 8, Nick Bullock, and 58, Thomas Raymond. But then USA got on the board with a power play goal scored by Blake Steinica and assisted by Luke Miller. And then Canada came back with a pair scored by Chaz Mizaraka, assisted by Kelly Serbu, and then again Liam O'Callaghan for his second of the game, assisted by Jason Yuha with the buzzer beater right at the conclusion of the period. Looks like these players are about ready to get back on the ice. The international level, we have floods in between both periods, which allows the elite athletes to truly showcase their skill moving that big puck on fresh ice.
As we get started into the second period, we are excited to be here in St. Louis, and we do want to extend some big thank yous, as you may have seen during the intermission on our little thank you slide, but some big thank yous to the St. Louis blind hockey team for everything that they've done for us this weekend, having us here and helping us out with a number of different things, so we really appreciate them. The Centene Community Ice Center obviously giving us the use of this absolutely amazing ice. And then the Hollywood Casino Hotel has been great for us all weekend. We stay right across the parking lot when we come to these events here, and they've been really helpful for both our teams. So big thank you to these organizations for everything they're doing to help us out and help put on this event.
Yeah, I mean, what a beautiful facility. We're here, the official practice rink of the St. Louis Blues, who, by the way, are big supporters of the local St. Louis Blues Blind Hockey Club. So it's just awesome when we see NHL teams giving back, and even better to see that the St. Louis Blind Hockey Club has been going for 7 or 8 seasons now, and they've actually produced one of the players playing on USA. They've produced number 5, Josh Fields, who is wearing the U.S. jersey for the first time as the lone St. Louis participant. So just awesome to see the growth of this parasport right across the United States with all the programs growing, and we look forward to just continuing to see this sport grow at all levels across North America and around the world.
I think that's one of the most fun things is that, every event that we go to for blind hockey, it just seems like it's getting like a deeper and deeper pool. There's just players all over the country that are getting into the sport and realizing that there's something out there that they can play with a vision impairment. And it's been tremendous to see where blind hockey is in the U.S. now compared to, say, 2018, 2016. It's just amazing, the progress.
Oh, it's night and day difference. I mean, we recently celebrated the 10th anniversary of the Canadian National Blind Hockey Tournament, and there were 5 different divisions, and we were reminiscing about that first event in 2013. And I mean, most of the teams in the open division would have absolutely demolished any of those teams back in 2013 just to see, all the talent coming into this sport on both sides of the border as the puck gets dropped in to start the second period.
We are underway with that faceoff going to the U.S., and the puck is back now to center ice. That's going to be Kitto battling there with Dante, the 2 youngest players on these 2 teams. Puck now pushed down into the U.S. zone. Miller's going to collect it behind the net. He will come up to goalie left, coming across the faceoff dot. Immediately hassled there by Dante Giaminaroli. Now that's Yuha behind the U.S. net. Still moving with the puck, looking for a teammate. He finds one. They've got the whistle. That puck is now goalie left, but it's going to be picked up there by Miller. He's going to get it out. He does. Immediately, though, turn back over to Canada. They're going to shoot it down into the U.S. zone. Puck is now right around behind the net once again. That's going to be Kane picking it up for the U.S., sends it across the ice to Kitto. Now the U.S. with some speed here. Kitto crosses the line, looks for a teammate behind him. He's got Kane, but there was a defensive stick in there, so did not count that as a pass. Hache now will pick it up for Canada to goalie left. Bumped off there from the puck by Stenica, but Hache will still have it, shooting it back towards center ice. That is going to be Yuha with it again. He's down in the U.S. zone, but Kitto will take that puck away from him. Nice play by him. Kitto now tries to get that puck out, but blocked off the skates of Richard. Puck is now goalie right. Richard fighting there with Kitto and Stenica. Canada has the whistle. Shot on goal is legal. Richard now will lose that puck, and Kitto will get it back out across center ice. So both teams will reset here as that puck goes into the Canadian zone, and nope, no icing. Icing called off there. And then picked up there by Bullock. Ooh, big hit. Simone Richard to Dan Schramm. But now they're going to be in front of the net here. Oh, off the side of the net. Off the side of the net by Eder, and he takes a big hit on the wall, gets right back up. Still battling for it in the corner there is Schramm and Kalyan. They both go down and battling with the Canadian player there as well. Another puck right off the net. Another puck off Doug Goist's pads, and the U.S. will get that puck cleared back out. So two big defensive plays and a save by Goist, kind of echoing the theme that we saw in that first period. Once again, U.S. battling for it there. That's Kalyan and Richard. They will both go down.
Ooh.
That's Belding, and someone else will go down there. A lot of bodies hitting the ice right here, and I think we're going to have a penalty.
Two big hits. I think that referee Guy has called the first one on Nick Kenlin. I think he's getting 2 minutes for body checking. One of the more physical players on the Team USA roster. He's trying to plead his innocence and go to the bench, but once the referees have your number, that's it. You've committed the infraction, and this Canada power play is going to get their first chance of the night, and we're going to see what they're able to do. It looks like it's going to be Dante Giamarioli, Jason Yuha, Liam O'Callaghan, Bruno Hache, and Mark Demonis as power play one for Team Canada as the puck's dropped in the U.S. zone.
So Kalyan will take a seat, now going to be picked up by Canada. They immediately get the whistle, but Kane will have it, and he will get that puck out. Not that far, though, as it only goes to center ice. Picked up again still by Canada. They will have to reset at the blue line. That's Yuha circling, setting up the attack. Yuha now coming into the U.S. zone, looks for a player behind him. He's got a couple at the blue line waiting. That's O'Callaghan. O'Callaghan now makes a second pass over to Yuha again, and that's going to go in. And Canada will quickly cash in on that power play as O'Callaghan to... I didn't see who it was on the far side of the ice there, Matt. And then I
believe
Yuha
is going to get the goal, and O'Callaghan and Giamarioli are going to get the assists.
That sounds right. So 5 spot here for Canada early in the second period. We've got 12:22 to go as they will cash in on that power play that Kalyan took, that penalty. So back to full strength, face off at center ice. And here we go. Picked up there by Canada. That puck is going to be pushed now into the U.S. zone. That's Shear. He pushes it back toward the Canadian blue line. Canada will go across the ice with it. That's going to be Heaslip. They're battling with Kitto, but Kitto does get the puck. No friendlies with him. Kitto still battling in the corner with O'Callaghan right around the ref. O'Callaghan will come away with it, though. And they're going to be moving up the ice with speed. That's O'Callaghan. He's got Mizuraka with him. He will look to drop it. Oh, a big goal there. As O'Callaghan went across, instead of going directly to Mizuraka, he went
Kelly
across
Serbu.
to Kelly Serbu again. Yep. So there were 3 Canadian players there. That was O'Callaghan. Serbu was on the far side, and then Mizuraka right in the middle, and he went across to the far side, and Serbu gets that goal, and it's going to be 6-1 Canada here with 11:53 to go in the first, or second period, I should say.
O'Callaghan is just such a smooth skater out there. He finds the lanes, he's fast, he controls the puck, and he put it perfectly on Serbu's tape, who made absolutely no mistake backdoor.
Puck goes to Canada, but Kane will immediately kick it back out. Battling still for in the U.S. zone, that's Kalyan. He goes down, but that puck is back to center ice. Again picked up by Canada. Over to into the U.S. zone there. That was Lindbergh who sent it down there. Again, Kane will send that puck back out, and it will skitter its way all the way down into the Canadian zone. Off the goalie's pads and a whistle. Once again, that will be counted as a long shot without a whistle, so the faceoff will come back out to neutral ice. 11:27 to go, second period. Looks like Kalyan will take the faceoff here for the U.S. Battling there, he will try to tie up Raymond, which he does, but the puck still goes to Lindbergh. Now Miller will pick that puck up behind the net for the U.S. He's behind Goist there in the U.S. side. He'll send it back along the boards to Kane. Kane has that puck, sends it up along the boards to the right. That's going to be Kalyan there battling Raymond again. Now the puck is going to be taken by Canada down back into the U.S. zone. Raymond circles, sends it over to Bullock. Bullock then sends it back to Lindbergh. Lindbergh at the point, big shot, and ricochets off a couple of U.S. skates. Now back up to the point again. Canada still with possession. That's Bullock. He will be goalie right around the faceoff. Now looking to go behind the net, looking for a wraparound, but he bounces it off the side of the net. No goal there. That puck's still live. Now it's goalie left down in the corner. A couple of U.S. players battling for it there. That's Young. Now Lindbergh will have it. Lindbergh sends it back over to... who was that? Heather. And the puck goes right over the goalie's head. Again, U.S. will try to get that puck cleared back out, and they do that time on the shot from Kane to push it back into neutral ice. Lindbergh has the puck here now, and now he will drop it to Simone Richard, who will come out into the U.S. zone looking for a teammate. He's got a couple of them coming off the bench with him here as Canada makes a line change. Again, he's going to be picked up there by Canada. They've got the whistle. Out to Richard right in front of the net. He whiffs on the shot, picked up there by Canada, or by U.S. I should say. Now Canada does have it all the way at the point. Big shot by Hachey, I believe, that went to the goalie right. Rings around behind the net and over to goalie left. Canada still with it. That's Juha. But Schramm will get his stick in there, get that puck off Juha's stick. Juha collects it back behind the net. He's still got the puck. Back up to Hachey at the point again. Hachey over to O'Callahan. See if that puck stays in, and it does. O'Callahan now loses an edge. He drops, but he's back up. O'Callahan now battling. That is Morgan on him. O'Callahan now sends it over. Big shot and in for Juha, as Juha was just kind of left all alone there on the right side of Doug Goist's right. Nothing Goist could do there as Juha just kind of skated in pretty quietly, I would assume, and was just waiting there for that pass from O'Callahan.
Yeah, Canada really finding themselves now with some elite passing plays there on that last sequence. I mean, it looked like they were on a power play for a little bit, the way they were hogging possession of that puck. And Juha, just as you mentioned, slipping into the quiet areas, into the seam, and O'Callahan finding him for a backdoor tap in with a score of 7-1. U.S. coach Mike Svak has called for a timeout, and that's going to be the end of Doug Goist's night. No fault of his performance. As you mentioned, he was the period one MVP. And replacing him will be goaltender
Andrew Mead-Colegrove.
Number 30, Andrew Mead-Colegrove. Okay, so coming into the game, getting another player in there. Tim Kane, though, on Team USA, he had a couple of just absolute killer blocks there. He's doing absolutely everything he can in the defensive end. Definitely at least one of his poke checks saved a sure goal. 9:31 to go in the second period. Canada 7, USA 1.
Yeah, it's definitely been a defensive battle for the U.S., taking a lot of shots down in their zone, both blocks on players as well as saves by Goist. So for those 7 goals that went in, I think he saved probably twice that many. So
100%. I think he easily had 20 saves in this game, and we'll see if they fare any better with Mead-Colegrove in the net. Juha held off the goal scorers list in the first period. You know that Jason does not like to be held off the goal scorers list, and he's come up with a pair here in the second period. Puck's going to be dropped back in, obviously, at center ice. Looks like for Team Canada will be the Serbu line. For Team USA, the Kane line. So Tim Kane going back to forward after spending the better part of the period on defense.
face-off there goes down into the Canada zone. It's going to be picked up there by O'Callahan. O'Callahan now sends that puck up. Kane will blast it back toward the Canadian side, but still in possession is Team Canada. They will send that puck into the U.S. zone, but now Kalyan will have it. Oh, big block there as Kalyan tried to get it towards center ice. A couple of players split the difference around a ref there, as that is Serbu trying to make another goal here, but Serbu is going to be pushed off that puck by Kalyan. Great play by him to use his body in a legal way this time to keep Serbu from getting closer to that net. Serbu will again have that puck at center ice. Canada will regroup. Serbu drops it backwards. Now that puck is pushed into the U.S. zone. That's going to be Kalyan battling there with Mizuraka. Now Serbu is there again. He fights with Shear. Puck is back out of the zone once again. Canada will have to reset. O'Callahan sending that puck across toward the Canada bench. That's Hache. Puck bumped into the U.S. zone. It's going to be picked up there by Miller. Miller will circle around behind the U.S. net. He's now goalie right. Miller sends it up. That puck will be at center ice. Grabbed there by Lindbergh. Lindbergh now will be hassled by Kitto, who gets the puck momentarily, but then Mizuraka pushes it down around behind the net. They do have the pass whistle now, as that puck was cleanly made to another Canadian player. Canadian player goes down around behind the puck there. Adam Young trying to get to that puck, just can't get to it, and now Mizuraka, big shot, had an open net, but went too far to the right. Now Mizuraka will have a second opportunity. Big save, and the rebound will go in. As Mizuraka had one shot that went wide right, another one that was a block and a rebound, and after that rebound, it was jammed in by a Canadian player in front of the net.
Kelly Serbu.
Kelly Serbu again. He's just hunting
Serbu
there.
with the hat trick.
Right
Tough
there.
break for Andrew Cole Mead-Grove, because he made that first beautiful save, but before the puck stopped in the paint, Serbu was all alone and made no mistake on the rebound.
Face-off now will go to Canada. They're down into the U.S. zone, but turned over to U.S. That is Schramm. Schramm with some numbers. Ooh, as Belding goes down behind the play, but he's back up. Schramm will move into the U.S. zone, sends that puck along the boards. Now down into the Canadian zone. Schramm still has it, picks up his own puck. Looking for a pass. He's got Mitchell. Big shot on goal, block and save. That was a big shot from Mitchell that was saved by the Canadian goalie there. That's Oliver Pye in goal, I believe. Now Kitto has it for the U.S. He circles in the U.S. zone, coming back up the ice. Kitto has Young and Schramm with him. Kitto once again looking for a teammate to make that pass. Schramm right in front of the net. Another big shot by Young in front of the net. Neither of them got all the way through. Kalyan will keep that puck in. Again, picked up there by Kitto. They've got the pass now. Kitto circling, gets a couple of yellow sweaters in front of him and loses possession of that puck. Kalyan will keep it in. Good play by him, but immediately turned over again to Canada. So a good little rush there for the U.S. Now down into the U.S. zone is the puck. Canada will make some changes. Kalyan will push that puck back out. It's going to be Tim Kane picking it up at center ice. He's battling there with O'Callahan. O'Callahan now will take control of the puck down in the Canada zone. He's at the face-off dot goalie right. Sends that puck up just under the skate of Steinicke. And now down into the U.S. zone is a Canadian player. He's behind the U.S. net. U.S. looks for that second player, looking for who's going to get the pass. And who is going to be Dante Giamaroli. And he will get right in between a couple of U.S. defenders, but loses the puck for a second. Now picked up by DeMontis behind the net. Now DeMontis again will still have it behind the U.S. net. A couple of U.S. defenders are just standing right in front of him there, just daring him to try to go around them. And the U.S. will now get that puck cleaned back out. Kind of an awkward spot there for DeMontis, as he was just kind of stuck behind the net as there are a couple of U.S. defenders right in between him. Now that puck is down in the Canadian zone. Shear is hassling a couple of players there. But Canada will get that puck back across center ice. Mitchell will look to pick it up there. He does for the U.S. Mitchell now in his own zone. He will go down. Collision with Steinicke. A couple of players down for the U.S., but Canada has the pass whistle. Not able to get a shot off just yet. Juha now has it. He is at the face-off dot to goalie left. Juha looking for a teammate or a shot. He sends the puck across the ice to the right face-off dot. Blasted right in front of the net. Blocked there by Mitchell. Now the puck rings around. It rings around to goalie left once again. And the U.S. will try to get it out. They did not. Bullock still has it. He's trying to weave his way into that. He goes down. Puck gets turned over. Picked up right in front of the net. And that puck does go in.
Jason Juha with his hat trick. Left all alone. All the time in the world. Makes absolutely no mistake. Off the post and in. 8-1 Canada.
kind of a broken down play, I think there. I think there were a couple of U.S. players that were expecting that puck to get out, and they'd already started skating north, and that puck bounced off, I think it was Dante Giamaroli.
Right before that goal, there's a massive collision between two U.S. players where one of them lost his stick. So just kind of a bit of a breakdown in general. Team Canada is going to have a goaltending change. Oliver Pye headed to the bench with Gary Steeves making his return to the national team program after a couple-year hiatus back in the crease.
Just checking on the goalie here on the U.S. side, trying to get him some water, I think. So we're just making sure that he's all set to go before we drop the puck. Got 5 minutes and 20 seconds to go in this period 2 of Game 1 of the 2024 International Blind Ice Hockey Series here in St. Louis at the Centene Community Ice Center. We are happy to have you joining us as Canada has a pretty commanding lead at this point. We'll see what the U.S. can do with 5 minutes to go in this period. Face-off will go to Canada. That's going to be Mizuraka now sending it into the U.S. zone, looking for a pass. He's got it. But again, the U.S. will try to get possession of that. A puck skates through a couple of players, but pushed back out by Kitto. He will keep that puck back at neutral ice. That's Kitto and Fields that both have the puck there for the U.S. Now Kitto has it. He's going to be down to goalie left. Immediately going to be hassled there by Mizuraka. Pushes it up along the right side boards, but that's going to give possession to Canada. But now Kitto will have the puck there. So Kitto crosses center ice with the puck, looking for some support behind him. He's got Miller. Kitto now looking for Miller right in front of the net, and he's got a goal for Miller! So Kitto and Miller get together on that one. Kitto with the assist, and Miller pushed that puck in the net for the second goal for the U.S. team.
Yeah, what an absolutely beautiful play. I mean, they drove the lane, came in with speed, made the pass at the last second, and tucked it just inside that post past the outstretched pads of Gary Steeves. Tough way to come into the game. Giving up a goal on your first shot. I'm sure he doesn't appreciate being left hung out to dry on a bit of a breakaway there. But he'll get another chance at it, I'm sure, in the near future as the puck's back in play and USA has it in their own zone.
That's going to be Schramm with the puck. He will come up the ice with it. He's now at center ice. Schramm looking for a teammate behind him. He has got Ashbaugh there. But that puck is going to be ringed around to goalie left in the Canada zone. Canada tries to get it out. That puck goes off Schneider twice, but now Canada will get it out. They've got 3 players at center ice. Little 3-on-2 here as Canada gets down into the U.S. zone. They have not made the pass yet. Looking for the pass right in front of the net. Now I don't think they've got it.
There's going to be a delayed penalty here.
I was like, there we go.
Penalty to Team USA's number 4.
Dan Schramm.
Dan Schramm. Body contact. Another unique blind hockey rule that happened in that situation there. In a delayed penalty situation, the team is allowed to put on the extra attacker without the goaltender going to the net. And that's exactly what Coach Paul Cairns did with Dante Giamarelli jumping on the ice. So to make it 6-on-5 as the power play unit of Thomas Raymond comes out.
Face-off in the U.S. zone will go to Canada. They've immediately got the whistle. Looking to get another puck on net. Big block there by Miller. And that puck is going to be still in. So Canada is able to keep that puck at the blue line. Good play there. Now that puck is down into the behind the net, picked up there by Canada. Looking to send it around. Canada making a lot of passes here. Now O'Callaghan has it at the point. He shoots it. It goes right off Stenika's skates. Again, another pass. Now Eder has it. Eder sends it over. Now Scheer will have it again for US. He will get that puck out. So good clear by him. 3:26 to go in the period. Puck picked up there by O'Callahan. U.S. making some changes here that might be... Okay, they got their fourth man on the ice right there. So they were a little short for a second. Now Tim Kane has the puck down into the Canada zone. He's goalie right. Now he's behind the net. Leaves the puck there for Scheer, but Scheer did not, I think, know he was dropping it for him. But Kane will waste some time on this kill, get back on the bench. Another U.S. player comes off reinforcements. That is Mitchell. Canada's down in the U.S. zone. O'Callahan will have it. O'Callahan now shooting. Still live puck here, goalie left. Now that puck is going to be goalie right at the faceoff dot. Big shot! And blocked way up in the air, and I think off the netting.
Yeah, puck off the netting. Faceoff will be inside the U.S. zone. It's Canada power play, zipping the puck around pretty good, but so far unable to get a grade A shot on net due to the impressive penalty killing of Team USA.
And we do have 2:46 to go in this period. The game clock and the arena clock are lined up. We're good to go. 43 seconds to go on the man advantage for Canada. The faceoff will go to Canada, though, in the U.S. zone. Pushed up there to Bullock. They've got the whistle. Bullock over to Lindbergh. Lindbergh at the blue line. Now sends it over to the faceoff dot. Goalie left. Now sends it over. Oh, big goal there as Canada made 3 or 4 pinpoint stick-to-stick passes.
And that's the first international blind ice hockey goal for 15-year-old Dante Giamarioli. So you know they were looking to set him up, and he was hyped to get his career first right from the slot on a beautiful tic-tac-toe power play goal. Dante Giamarioli from Jason Yuha.
Yeah, that was a number of very spot-on stick-to-stick passes there from Canada as they just, like you said, set that up, tic-tac-toe, and stick-to-stick, tape-to-tape, and that puck goes in. Face-off now will be won again by Canada. They are battling for it now into the U.S. zone. A couple of Canadian players there. Now they have the whistle. There's a little bit of stick contact there from the U.S., but they do have it now. Scheer's going to go down, battling there right in front of the net. A lot of yellow sweaters right in front of the net there for the U.S. to deal with, but now that puck's going to go back to the point. Pushed over now to Lindbergh. Lindbergh's holding the blue line. Takes that shot. It goes right over the head of Andrew Mead-Colegrove. Heads up. Still has the puck. That is Yuha. Yuha takes another shot. Big block by Kalyan as Yuha tried to get that puck on net. Grabbed there at center ice again by Bullock. Bullock back into the U.S. zone. He's goalie left. Now he will send it across to the... And that's a goal. It's a very quiet little push on that puck. And that puck went in.
Wow, that was a B2 to B2 goal. An uncommon occurrence in blind hockey. That's 2 white helmets who each have 5% vision or less, combining Nick Bullock with the nice pass across and the veteran Mark Demonis with the tap into the open net.
Yeah, that was a great pass between, like you said, 2 B2 players. We're able to connect on that pass and get that puck into the net. Face-off now with 1:40 to go in the period. Puck now down into the Canadian zone, picked up there by O'Callahan. He's hassled there by Kitto, but O'Callahan will escape the zone with that puck. Pushes it up into the U.S. zone. Now looking for a teammate. He's got, a big shot right over the net. That was Serbu, I believe. Yes, it was, trying to get that puck.
Serbu's going to want that one back, but he'd be pretty happy with the hat trick, I think.
I think so. I think he's doing okay. Kitto now has that puck in front of the Canadian bench. He trades puck shots there with T-Slip, but now the puck is pushed on into the Canada zone and picked up there behind the net by O'Callahan. 59 seconds to go, period 2. Young now will get that puck away from O'Callahan. Young looking for a teammate. He's got Kitto right there. There's the whistle. Kitto now can take a shot on goal if he can get a clear lane. Again, Kitto blasts that puck toward the net, blocked in front of the net by a Canadian defender. Puck is still kept in, but now Canada has possession and going to be getting it out. Big whack there from Schramm, and he won't get the puck back in the zone. Picked up there by Kitto. Kitto now shot right off the skate of a Canadian defender. They go down on one knee. Now a couple of players are down on the ice. That is Adam Young. He is slow to get up for the U.S., so they'll be down a man for a second here. He's still on a knee over there. Schramm now has the puck. 17 seconds to go at center ice. Young's back up. He's going to move down into center ice, trying to help. Kitto now has the puck in the Canadian zone, looking for a player behind him to get that pass. He's got it. That's Kalyan, but immediately turned over, but now picked up by Schramm, but the puck gets back out. So U.S. had some good passes there, but the puck was just turned over too quickly. And sorry, that was Miller, not Schramm, but the period will conclude. U.S. getting some momentum there at the end of the period, some good time down in the Canada zone. But overall, a number of goals scored that period for Canada, and the U.S. is looking down I have a 10-2 deficit on my scoreboard, but it may be 11-2 here in the arena. Yeah, so 11-2, so I may have missed one here on my clicks. So we will get that adjusted, but the end of the second period. We will take another quick intermission here. And we will address some of your comments. I'm keeping track of folks listening in here. So give us a couple of minutes, and we'll be back and see what kind of comments are going on here. So we appreciate you joining us today for Game 1 of the 2024 International Blind Ice Hockey Series here in Centene Community Ice Center in St. Louis, Missouri. After 2 periods of play, Canada leads 11-2, and we'll be right back.
Are you fascinated by mysterious disappearances and baffling murder cases?
Hoping to hear stories that are completely new to you, even to the true crime TV show aficionados?
I'm Daphne Wilsoncroft.
And I'm Heath Merriman.
And we're the hosts of the twice-weekly true crime podcast Going West, where we cover mystifying solved and unsolved cases every Tuesday and Friday.
Listen to the 330-plus episode catalog of Going West now on Spotify.
Music is personal. Have the power to set the tone from start to stop with Spotify Premium. Listen to all your favorite playlists and albums in any order, and download any track to play offline, all with no ad breaks. Just uninterrupted music listening. Tap the banner to learn more.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the third period here at the 2024 Blind Ice Hockey International Series. We're going to get set to go very shortly here. So stick with us, and with a puck drop here momentarily.
All right, teams are exiting the dressing room tunnel and coming back onto the ice. Canada on your left in the yellow sweaters, USA on your right in the blue jerseys. After 2 periods, the score is Canada 11, USA 2. Your second period scoring summary, beginning with Canadian goals from Jason Yuha, Dante Giamarioli, and Liam O'Callaghan. Goal number 2 scored by Kelly Serbu, assisted by O'Callaghan. Jason Yuha's second goal of the game, also assisted by Liam O'Callaghan. Kelly Serbu completing the hat trick, assisted by Chaz Mizaraka. Jason Yuha completing the hat trick, assisted by Dante Giamarioli. Then USA gets on the board. Beautiful goal, scored by Luke Miller, assisted by Easton Kitto. And then finally, Canadian goals, Dante Giamarioli, his first career international goal, assisted by Yuha and Lindberg. And an all B2 goal, Mark Damanis, assisted by Nick Bullock. Also making his international debut in this series. Shots on goal are 28 for Canada, 5 for USA. As we mentioned, both the U.S. goalies, despite giving up a fair amount of goals, have actually made several amazing saves, especially Doug Goist in that first period. Otherwise, this thing could have really blown wide open.
Yeah, thanks for that recap there, Matt, as we are set to go here in the third period. Face-off's going to be at center ice. Sorry I didn't get to your guys' shout-outs yet. To be honest, your play-by-play guy needed a little bit of water between periods. So we'll try to do some during some whistles here. Face-off will go to Canada, and the third period is underway. I can start my timer. There we go. Puck now picked up there by Kane in the Canada zone. He will send it back behind the net looking for Stenica. He's going to get outrun there by Giammaroli. Now going to be pushed down into the U.S. zone and picked up there by Miller. Miller shoots that puck up, but he cannot get it out. It bounces right off a Canadian player's stick. Canada now still has it, sends it back up to O'Callaghan at the blue line. O'Callaghan all the way down to goalie right, getting picked up there by DeMontis. DeMontis has Yuha with him. Yuha now back to O'Callaghan. O'Callaghan back to Yuha. Goes just wide of his stick, picked up by DeMontis behind the net. He's going to be hassled there by Morgan. That puck is still behind the net. Now it's in front of the net, trying to kick that puck out, but the puck is still kept in by O'Callaghan. Now the puck is goalie left. That is circling there a Canadian player, but now the puck's going to be kicked out. It's going to roll on its edge all the way down the ice. And it's going to be icing by the U.S. Catch my clock up here. 13:57 to go in the third period.
Good pace to the start of this period. Lots of nice passing by the Canadian team, but the U.S. doing a good job of not letting them shoot from the A positioning and keeping them to the outside as the puck is dropped back in the USA end.
Puck is now goalie right, picked up there by Richard. Richard circling, looking for a teammate. He's got Lindbergh at the face-off dot. Oh, the puck ricocheted off the goalie. Big save by Mead-Colegrove. Canada still has it right in front of the net, but now going to be picked up there by a couple of U.S. players. That's Young. Now Young to Kitto. Kitto will take that puck out. Kitto's going to have Mitchell and Schramm with him. Kitto crossing the blue line into the Canada zone, pushes that puck ahead. He's got 2 reinforcements behind him. Looking for, Kitto loses an edge. He goes down in the corner. Canada will pick that up now. They're going to come back up the ice. Now they've got a rush. They're going to have a couple of players here. That's going to be Eder. He's cruising toward the goal. Looking for, they got the puck on his stick and just could not release it. Or as he did release it, but it was just bouncing too much. Whistle was called before that puck was shot. So Eder there had a great play where he got in right in front of the net, but the puck hit his stick kind of hard and kind of bounced up on him, and he just wasn't able to get a clean shot on it. Puck flew up in the air.
Well, that's the problem with being a left-handed shot, playing the right wing. He was going to the net, and that was on his backhand. I think had he been on his forehand, he would have been able to cash that in. But on the backhand, no chance of that speed in tight like that. Stoppage due to the net being knocked off the moorings as the puck's going to get dropped back in the USA end.
Face-off taken there between Kalyan and Serbu. Face-off is going to be won by Canada, up to Joy. Puck goes right off of Ashbaugh's shins for the U.S. Now picked up there by Mizuraka. He sends it over. Big shot on goal. That puck goes wide to the goalie's right and then ricochets to goalie left. Now again, Canada trying for the wraparound. They're right behind the net, looking for some teammates in front of them. A couple of U.S. defenders are there to prevent that chance. Now battle along the boards there. That is Ashbaugh and Joy. Now left to Serbu. That puck's out. That puck's going to be out. So Canada will have to regroup here. 12:33 to go in period 3. Canada now back in the zone. They've got a couple of players crashing the net. That's going to be Serbu and Mizuraka.
Calling a crease violation on Mizuraka. He tried to jump over the blue paint, but the referee was in position and he was having none of that. So very similar play to the one that Eder was unable to handle. This time Serbu was looking for his 4th of the game. Couldn't quite cash in, and his teammate Mizuraka is going to have the play stopped. Come outside. The UHA line will take over against the Kane line as the puck is dropped in neutral ice in front of the USA bench.
Face-off goes to Canada. They're going to send that puck into the U.S. zone. Picked up there by Giaminaroli. He goes down. Now Young will be battling for it there in the corner. That's Young and Kane. Kane sends the puck around behind the net. It rings around to goalie right. Now Kane with possession and speed. He's coming up the ice. He's got a couple of U.S. players with him, but a puck's going to be turned over at center ice. Canada will pick it up again. Miller will be there for the U.S. Now Canada will have a couple of players here. That's DeMontis coming in behind Juha. Juha passes it to himself off the boards. Now it goes back to DeMontis and then to Juha again. They've got the whistle. Juha circles, goalie right. Circles at the face-off dot, heads it up to Lindbergh, standing at the blue line, back to Juha at the face-off dot. Big shot, wide right, ricocheting around now to goalie left. Puck is now going to be right across the blue line. I don't think that puck got out. Canada is still in. That's Juha. Juha drops it to Giaminaroli. Now DeMontis, hassled there by Miller. Again, picked up a couple of players, go down behind the play that Schneider and Young got together for the U.S., taking each other out. Schramm will send it over for the U.S. Picked up now by Canada in their own zone. That's Hache. Kitto now has it for the U.S. down into Canada's zone, looking for a teammate behind him. Kitto will send it over to Mitchell. They've got the pass. Mitchell up to Schramm. Schramm now has the puck at the point, but that puck's going to get out. So U.S. did get the whistle there for a moment, but that puck's going to be cleared back out. Down into the U.S. zone is Canada. They've got the pass. Only 2 players here. 3 more coming off the bench. Juha has a couple of defenders in his way. He's not going to be able to do much with that. Mitchell will going to get that puck back out across center ice. O'Callahan, Kitto, and Mitchell will pursue along with Bullock. O'Callahan comes away with it, sends that puck to center ice. The puck's going to rattle down into the U.S. zone. Goalie right, picked up there by Juha, setting it right in front of the net. Looking for the wraparound is Canada, but then they'll go wide into the faceoff dot. Puck stolen away by Kitto. Kitto taking that puck from Richard. Kitto now up the ice, sends it over to Mitchell. Mitchell heading toward the corner. Goalie right in Canada's zone, battling there with Bullock. Mitchell sends it back over, now picked up there by Eder for Canada. Eder will drop it again to
Raymond.
Raymond now in the U.S. zone, looking for a teammate. He's got Eder there. Raymond to Eder. Oh, just over to Mizuraka. Big save, Colegrove. That puck went right off of Andrew Mead-Colegrove's chest protector. And now once again, that puck's going to be back down into the Canada zone. Canada there battling for it as Ashbaugh was there in the Canadian zone trying to fight for that puck. Ashbaugh now is going to get beat to the puck by Canada. That was O'Callaghan. O'Callaghan to Eder. They've got the pass whistle down in the U.S. zone. Now Richard will have the puck for Canada. Richard circling around behind the net. Puck right in front of the net by Canada. Big block, big save! Big save by Colegrove. Now Richard takes another shot. That's blocked again in front of the net. Canada still picks it up behind the net. Still pressure here from Canada. They're going to be hassled. That's Fields around back behind the net. Doing a great job on Raymond there, preventing him from taking a shot. Puck's going to be back toward the blue line. Again, U.S. playing a very defensive play right here. Fields with the big sliding stop. Big shot blocked there by Schneider. Another shot blocked by Schneider. A good stick by Young. Kalyan now with the puck right in front of the net. That's Ashbaugh. Turns the puck right over to Canada. That's O'Callaghan. O'Callaghan now to goalie left. Puck off of Adam Young's skates. Still picked up by O'Callaghan. He's got the puck. Fresh out the benches. Mizuraka. Big shot. Good stick in front of the net by Young. Another block by Team USA. Puck over to Ashbaugh at the face-off dot. Again, that puck is still down in the U.S. zone. That is Richard. He is pushed into the boards by Schneider. Richard again trying to get in front of the U.S. net. Another whack in front of the U.S. net, blocked by a defender. Richard whiffed on that shot. Still in the zone. Still picked up by Canada. That's going to be Lindbergh now. Sends it over. Big shot over the goalie's head. But I think the net might have been off, or it went off the goalie. Let's see.
Yeah, the net has been knocked off.
That's knocked off. Okay, that's what I thought.
Very long shift there.
Very
in
long.
The
Tremendous amount
zone.
tremendous amount of shots.
Its toll on the goalie, who needs a little bit of a breather here.
Andrew Mead-Colegrove was down there for a minute. Trainer came out to check.
The referees are sending the trainers back off the ice. I think he might just be gassed. That was a very extended period of time in the U.S. zone where the goalie has to be so mentally focused, listening and tracking that puck, and ensuring that they're giving their team the best possible chance. And we mentioned the heroics of Doug Goist early on. I think Andrew Mead-Colegrove has been up to the task in this second half with an incredible blocker save, nice glove save. It's been really keeping them in this one, in this scoreless third period.
Yeah, that's a great point. 8 minutes and 22 seconds to go in the third, and we have yet to see a goal. So you have to give some credit to U.S. defense that they've put a brick wall in front of the goalie here. Obviously, Canada's had a lot of real estate to operate with around the blue line, but I will say U.S. has done a really good job around the net in this third period.
Looks like we're about ready to get back underway with 8:22 left in the third. Puck being dropped in, the Serbu line against the Kane line. Canada wins the draw, but it comes right out of the zone. It's 27 Tristan Lindbergh who swings it across for number 11 Brandon Joy.
Now back to center ice. That's going to be Joy again across to Lindbergh this time. Sends it through into the U.S. zone. That's going to be Serbu, but picked off there and grabbed by Kane. Kane over to Stenica. Stenica now at center ice. Spins. Sends the puck over to Kane. They're now in the Canadian zone. Looking for a teammate there to get that pass. Stenica will chase that puck down to goalie left. Now the puck's around behind the net. That is Kane. Kane looking for the wraparound shot. No goal, and he goes down.
There was no pass. There was no good pass there. So when Tim Kane attempted the wraparound, the referee smartly blew the play dead, and the puck will come outside for a shot on net with no pass. So I think Kane thought that when he had thrown it to the corner that Steinica had got it and created the pass, but a Canadian player had tipped it, and the pass whistle had not gone as the puck's dropped back in outside the Canada zone.
Yeah, I think either that one in the corner or the one even behind the net he might have thought would have been a whistle there too. But was not to be, as that puck is now won by Canada down in the U.S. zone. That's Serbu. He's behind the net. Pushes that puck to goalie left. They've got the whistle now in the U.S. zone. That's O'Callaghan. He sends it over to Serbu. Serbu tries the backhand, goes wide goalie left. Now that puck rings around and be out of the zone. Great stick by Stenica there to clear that puck out and force a reset. 7:19 to go in period 3. Serbu now all alone in front of the goalie, and that's going to be a goal. Two Canadian players got behind the entire U.S. defense there. That was, is that Mizuraka and Serbu? I think so.
That was just a really badly timed change from Team USA. They had all their players over at the bench when the puck got turned over. Mizuraka gained the blue line and just left it there for Serbu, who effectively had a breakaway in on his own, made absolutely no mistake as he scored his 4th goal of the evening.
Kelly Serbu is lethal from that range. That is for sure. Face-off now will go to Canada at center ice. That's going to be Haché, I believe, in the corner. Oh, pass whistle there. A couple of sticks in the way. I don't know if that was I don't think that was a clean pass, but okay.
I agree with your assessment, but the officials do a really good job, and it's such a hard thing to call. And on the whole, they've been just absolutely excellent tonight as Canada breaks out of its own zone.
Yeah, agreed. Picked up there by Canada. That's O'Callaghan. He will drop that puck for Yuha. Is that a goal or a save?
That's a goal.
That's a goal?
Back of the net. Jason Yuha is not missing from that distance.
Yeah, it's tough to see from our angle here. At least it was tough for me to see if that one went in. So thanks, Matt, there for the eyes on that.
Yuha also with his 4th of the evening. Him and Serbu having themselves a night and obviously having themselves a competition for who can fill the back of the net more.
Face-off will go to Canada. They're now in their own zone. That puck will go up to... Looks like it's going to be out of the zone. Yep. Oh, 2 U.S. players get together again. That time that is Ashbaugh and Dirk Morgan. Now that puck is... are they going to call that?
I'm not sure what the decision is going to be on this one. Is it a goal or not? I think you could make a case for that was a one-touch. The pass, I believe it was Mark Demonis that ultimately tipped that in from the blue paint, which is legal as long as his feet aren't in there. So that's one of those bang-bang plays where the goalie had no chance, and yes, that is going to be a good goal, and I believe the right call.
Yeah, it's a tough one for the goalie there when it just happened so fast. There's not even a chance to hit the pass whistle.
It was almost a situation of a 2-on-0 basically, where it was redirected at the last minute as the puck's back in play, and Canada has it with Eder looking dangerous in the slot.
Kalyan will now pick it up for the U.S., though. He's going to get that puck back out of the zone. He's going to be hassled there by Richard. He goes down for a second. Now he's back up. Fields now will battle Bullock. Picked up there. Ooh, somebody went down hard behind it. That's Fields. He's down, but he's back up. Now that is Eder over to Richard, but that puck did not get to him cleanly. Dirk Morgan will keep Richard in the corner there. Good play there by Morgan. Now Kalyan fighting for the puck. He's got Richard on him still. Puck goes over to Eder. That is going to be a clean pass. Now Bullock will keep it in. Now Lindbergh has it at the point. Big shot toward the goal, but wide to the goalie's left. Tipped there by Schneider for the U.S. Again, picked up there by Canada. That's going to be Ashbaugh who sends that puck back out. Ricochets down into the Canadian zone. U.S. is going to make some changes here. Canada picks it up in their own zone. 5:22 to go in the game. Canada now with Lindbergh taking it into the U.S. zone, looking for somebody behind him. That's Raymond right in front of the net, but could not get a clean shot off. They do have the whistle, though. Now Stenica battling for, and Kane's going to come away with that puck. U.S. is going to have a rush here. That's Kane and Miller. Over that puck is turned over in the neutral zone. Right to Eder and Lindbergh. Eder takes it down. He's now goalie left in the U.S. zone, looking for Lindbergh behind him. He's got him. That's a pass. Lindbergh now back to Eder. Eder takes kind of a weirdly angled shot on goal. I think he was looking for Richard right in front of the net. Did not find him. Puck is now goalie right along the boards. Picked up now by Canada. They're at the face-off dot. Now back behind the net. That's Richard. Richard's going to go for the wraparound. And he got it?
He got
it. I thought he was going right for that, and it looks like it did go in. So wraparound goal for Simone Richard here in the third period. 4:36 to go in the game. And U.S. will look to get some momentum here at the end of this game that they can carry over into Game 2. 4:31 to go. Puck now is kicked over into the Canadian zone. Battling there for it is Shear at center ice. He's going to fight with Mizuraka. Now Schramm will have it at center ice. He sends it down into the Canadian zone. That's O'Callahan. O'Callahan there will ring that puck all the way around into center ice. It goes around the boards to center ice. Picked up there by Mizuraka. He digs down into the U.S. zone. No teammates with him. Now he's got one. Ooh, U.S. player just lost edge. Went down. I think that was Belding. Belding's back up. Puck is now goalie right in the corner. Picked up by Schramm. Schramm now has it. He's going to circle around behind the U.S. net. Now he stops, starts, turns the other way. Now Schramm will send that puck back out. Oh, kept in right along the boards. Still battling for it now. Schramm has got the puck again. Puck is now going to be back out. That puck will go out past center ice. U.S. will make a change here as Schramm goes off and Kalyan comes on. Canada has it down in their own zone. That's O'Callahan. He's battling there with Kitto. O'Callahan lifts that puck up towards center ice, now toward the U.S. zone. Belding will have it there for the U.S. He will chip it back out into the neutral zone. That's O'Callahan. He sends it down into the U.S. zone again. Picked up behind the U.S. net by Shear. Shear will reverse directions, come around from the right side of the goalie. Ooh, the puck was not cleared. Picked up by DeMontis. DeMontis now pushes it down into the U.S. zone. Battling there with Shear. Shear and DeMontis in the corners. Now Shear goes down. And then a puck will come back out and is going to get cleared out by Kalyan, I believe. Kalyan now loses possession, though, center ice. Back at center ice, picked up there by Lindbergh. 2:52 to go in the game. Puck now held by Canada, back behind the net. Again, looking for a teammate here, I believe, is Bullock. He's got him. There's the pass. Like he couldn't do the wraparound just yet. He's waiting for the pass. And now we've got another whistle.
I think they're calling that frozen in the blue. They're saying that Mead-Colegrove made the first save and then the play should be stopped. So I think that's the right call, especially given the place in the game and the score at the moment. I think this has been an exciting display of blind hockey with most of the best blind hockey players in the world showcasing what they can do for us. Puck's going to be dropped back into the U.S. zone. It's going to be the UHA line against the Kane line. Just getting a quick sip of water for the goaltender.
Face-off now is going to go to Canada. A U.S. player was down. That was Stenica, but now the puck is cleared back out. No harm, no foul. Again, that puck is going to be picked up at center ice. Ooh, Kane with a big turnover there from Lindbergh. Kane's now got it. He's got Stenica with him. Oh, Stenica just overskated that puck just a little bit, and now DeMontis will have a rush into the U.S. zone. Looking for a teammate here. Not able to find one yet. Great stick by Miller to get that puck back out. Now Kane's going to have it again. Kane at center ice looking for a teammate behind him. He's got Stenica with him. Looking for the drop, but Stenica skates past him. That pass over to Miller was intercepted by Juha. Puck is now in the U.S. zone. Juha has it. He's over on the boards on the goalie right side. Juha still with the puck, looking for a Canadian player to pass it to. He finds him. That's Richard. Richard now, goalie left, now behind the net. Coming around to goalie right, comes up to the face-off dot, sends it all the way back to the blue line, who sends it all the way back over to this blue line, or to this face-off dot, but the puck does get back out. Now Canada will have to reset, and they will send that puck down into the corner. Chip and chase there as Juha will pick it up behind the U.S. net. They have the pass whistle once again, but that puck is going to be, held in at the blue line again. So O'Callahan will send it back down. It's now behind the net, picked up there by Canada. Looking for Eder there at the face-off. That Eder then, looks for the pass right in front of the net. That was Juha, but it went right between his legs, I believe. Now that puck's going to be back out of the zone. Bullock will pick it up for Canada. 1 minute to go in the game. 1 minute to go in the game. Dan Schramm for the U.S. will grab that puck in the U.S. zone as both teams make some changes. Schramm there will have Eder hassling him. He will then push that puck back up. That puck is kept in for a moment there by Richard. Went off his skates. Kitto now will pick it up for the U.S. Push that puck back over, picked up by Richard, sends it down into the U.S. zone. Again, Kitto will have it. Again, Kitto turns the corner, sends that puck over, kept in again by Richard. He lifts that puck over two skaters down into the corner. 30 seconds to go in the game. Canada has the whistle. Mitchell will pursue that puck along the boards with Bullock. Now that puck is held by Kitto. He's got it for the U.S. They'll get that puck back out of the zone. Looking to make some offense here across here as Kitto heads to the Canadian zone. They've got the whistle with Kalyan, but immediately the puck is taken back out. So they had the whistle for a moment. 10 seconds to go in the period and in the game. Dirk Morgan has it for the U.S. right in front of the U.S. bench. Chips that puck down into the Canadian zone. Kitto reaches for it, can't find it, and that is going to do it and finish the third period of this game. Final score here at the Centene Community Ice Center is Canada 15, U.S. 2. That's what you're seeing too, right, Matt? I think they might have missed one on the board.
Well, something like that. Either way, it was a fantastic display of blind hockey. There's plenty of highlights to choose from throughout both the games. Some nice goals scored by both teams and some absolutely stellar goaltending, especially at the U.S. end of the ice where they were tested often.
Yeah, I think that's kind of a wild stat I have up on the board here is that 6 shots on goal for the U.S. with 2 goals, and Canada had a whopping 34 shots on goal. Granted, that led to a lot of goals, but that's also a lot of saves by the U.S. goaltenders, and that's not even counting all the blocks in front of the net, too. So,
oh, absolutely. It was a hard-fought battle by both teams, and they'll run it back tomorrow. You can join us here at 5:30, 7:30 Central Time. Ian, I just want to say congratulations to yourself and to USA Blind Hockey for the start of another successful event. We know how much work goes into these things, and truly a first-class experience for everybody here. So anybody out there that's blind or partially sighted and looking to get into blind hockey on either side of the border, feel free to reach out. Our contact information is on the website, and would love to have you join the community, whether you aspire to someday be on the national team like these players here, or you just want to play and have a lot of fun. Would love to have you out. So that's it for me. But we'll be back with you tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. Central for game number 2.
appreciate it, Matt, and thank you everybody for joining today. We appreciate all of your support, catching our stream, and watching these talented athletes take their skill to the ice here at the Centene Community Ice Center. Once again, we appreciate everything done for us this weekend by the St. Louis Blues blind hockey team, the Centene folks here, as well as the Hollywood Casino and all the support we've gotten from them. Thank you to all the coaches and volunteers and referees that do everything that they can to make this a well-run and well-oiled machine as this event goes. We appreciate, again, tuning in. As Matt said, we'll be live again tomorrow, 5:30 Central Time, same channel. If you haven't found the link for Game 2, you can find it on our social media at USA Blind Hockey or on the Canadian Blind Hockey website as well. The links will be there, and we will be live catching you for Game 2 tomorrow. Hope you all have a great rest of your evening, and we'll see you tomorrow.